Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Compound Fracture Plays Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, where I just spent like, 15 minutes trying to debug this here power issue and having no success. I even tried searching on the Google machine, and the Google machine had nothing for me. Might be a new bug. It might be some... I don't know. Now, I'll tell you what I did do that I did not record was I replaced all of this power line with a better one, with the bigger one, and added a second little switch here. So there's two now, and it has a little back route, and so that will provide some redundancy. I wanted to just make sure that wasn't the issue because it was very non-redundant as it was. But now, check this out. So here is where we're selling power, and it's fluctuating between 0 and 4 kilovolts there. The power plant is at 103 kilovolts. And this transformer is the first thing out this direction. It's right over here, and it's at 0 kilovolts solidly. So something is going wrong. But the other thing I noticed is that if you click import power, boom, everything's fine. Now it all comes back up. We got plenty of kilovoltage. We got plenty of megawattage. Everything is fine as long as we're importing power. And then when I go back to export, this goes down very quickly, the border, but this transformer slowly falls, and it keeps falling until it hits 0, in which time everything is then without power. And now it's sitting here fluctuating and not falling to 0, which is not how it was last time. But it's behaving differently now. So I don't know, maybe it'll keep working. My assumption is that we're probably just going to need to import power forevermore unless we can figure something out. Like, it's not exporting, not with that kilovolt reading, and it is going down. It was at 64 a minute ago. Last time it fell all the way to 0 quite quickly, so I don't know what's going on. I'm very confused. So let's just leave it. Hope it stabilizes there somehow. And if we start getting no power messages again, we'll just switch on importing. And we have plenty of money, so there's no reason we can't import for the rest of time. I really think it's a bug. I don't see any reason why it would go down to 0 kilovolts and while keeping its megawattage up high and then just slowly wobble its way down to 0. That makes no sense at all. So anyway, we're continuing on. We're recording another YouTube episode, and welcome. What else are we doing? Now that I'm right proper distracted. Oh, look, the trains again are saying they have no electricity. So that's lovely. What's happening out here? 0 kilovolt, 0 megawatt. Okay. No electricity. That's what first alerted me, was the train saying no electricity. Without power supply? Oh, 0 megawatts. That wasn't happening before, so it must be that the power plant's screwed up again. Oh, it has. No workers. Lovely. Come on, workers. Oh, power problems. Well, let's not fight this. Let's switch it to import briefly, and then we'll switch it back off of import afterwards, and we'll hope that it works. Might just leave power importing. I don't know. Obviously, I don't mind issues with workers when I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buses all lined up in a row, all coming to the power plant. That will sort itself out. More than 7. Look at them all. All coming to the power plant. All. Oh man, there's so many of them. It's because it's the first snow of the year just happened, so that tends to bunch up all the buses. So we'll go back to export mode. And let's see what's going to happen. This one. Okay, now it's holding steady around 70. And that's basically where it should be, you know? Look at that, it's where it should be. Has the game just solved its own problem? I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, well. Enough worrying about power. Let's worry about gameplay. Yes. So fuel tile could use a few more buildings. I mean, we're pretty full up here, aren't we? Well, probably need more passenger buses, I suppose. Wow, okay. So, we could have another bus going to the factory here. I mean, it's the snowfall that's caused that to happen. We could use another set of snowplows in this region. We could use more snowplows in general, especially now that money is really not so much an object for us as it was. So let's do that. Let's just start putting in more technical services here, there, and everywhere. I like that idea. So we want plows. We're gonna be the plow king. That's what we're gonna be. Screw this being a commissar or something else that sounds all official like that. We're just gonna be a plow king. We're gonna plow. Okay. So where do I find technical services again? It's somewhere in here, right? There it is. Show a wireframe. Let's put it in here, maybe? Like right like this, maybe? That seems pretty good. Oh, we're not funding. I was auto-funding things because I was demolishing and rebuilding power lines repeatedly, trying to figure out what the problem was. Actually gonna make that a dirt road. Okay, so there's one there, and I'm gonna put another over here too. We might as well, like, have too many snowplows instead of too few for once in our game. We've been operating on just barely enough for who knows how long, and we might as well just have too many for a while. Money is less of an issue than it once was. We might as well have clear streets. Okay. I don't need another one over there. I think we got enough. Oh, no more power for the trains again, eh? Okay, what's going on this time? 0 workers. Right. Of course. Now we have workers. Okay, good. So, have we dropped down to 0 voltage again? We have. Look, 0 voltage. So it's drawing power. It still is. Yeah. Look, we're just importing power. We're just going to import power. That's all we're going to... That's all there is to it. We just have to. There's something going really, really screwy, and I tried, and I could not figure out what could possibly be wrong. So, yeah, workaround. Workaround time. Okay. That's a shame. That's a shame. I don't like the idea of having to import power forever. Maybe if it is a bug, it'll be patched out at some point. That'd be good. If it is a bug, it's probably something that's very obscure. Might be one of the mods causing it, because I am using mods for a lot of my power infrastructure. But I feel like that's unlikely, given the fact that the export, the foreign connection here was also having the problem. And there's 0 mods connecting the foreign connection to the power plant. Everything here is vanilla. The first mod comes in at this transformer here. So I don't know. Not that that should be causing the problem either way, of course. So the vodka fun zone is being built, and that's nice. We can start putting in roads to connect these things. And this. Oh, not that. That's wrong. We do not want the farms connected yet. Just want the things we gotta build. Tempted to connect that. Is this finished? Oh, it is. All the roads are finished. Okay, all that time like trying to solve power woes and didn't notice that my farm needed attention. Okay, so what's going on here? Full of workers. It's got enough coal. Good, good. Do we still have enough transformers for this, or enough heat exchangers for the city? Barely, but we do. Okay. Still need to make a 4th one of those, but we're going to need a second plant soon, so yeah. I seriously regret putting a small heat plant in there. I just find the small heat plants are basically useless. Like, they don't do enough to be worth building. So hopefully this agro farm will be done soon. I'm actually going to manually assign a third construction office to it, just to make sure it gets worked on, because I'm afraid we're going to do these first, and I don't know, these aren't quite as important. Gas station is. Might be an idea to put a small distribution office in here, such that we can use it specifically to bring vodka to the pubs around town. It's not a bad idea. It'd also be worth having a warehouse, though. We probably want like a full-on proper distribution setup here. So let's do that. Let's put a warehouse in at least. Over here is fine. So we'll do a full-size warehouse. Why not? We want lots of vodka, not just a small amount of vodka. We want all the vodka. That's just how we roll. So infrastructure, really? Oh, it's the road. Okay, that's fine. Oh, come on. There we go. What? Oh, come on. Yes. Yes. All right. Good enough. And some more gravel road. Sure. And then, okay, so then we want probably a little distribution office here, just one of the small little three vehicle ones. One of these tiny little guys. Like that. That road isn't quite straight. I don't love it. I'm going to switch that up a bit. I'm just going to make it slightly better. I know I'm being very, very picky right now. And then we'll just do dirt roads there and there, and get rid of the little bit in the end here that doesn't matter, and that should be fine. Okay. So basically what's going to end up happening is this distribution office is going to haul from the fields into the silos, and it's also going to haul from the Vodka Fun Zone distillery into the warehouse. Then this little guy here is going to haul from the warehouse to all of the various pubs around our wonderful nation. And that's the plan. And nothing could possibly go wrong with the plan, because it's a wonderful plan. It's a very fine plan. All right. We're still doing good on heating? Yeah, we are. Whoa, we're real low on coal. So, like, okay, so what's happening with the coal? I need to, like, make the coal system a little bit more reliable. So, it's this distribution office here that's doing all the coal deliveries. And that's probably the problem, because there's only one, and these heating plants require an awful lot of coal. And it's also doing gravel deliveries, so that's not good. It's only delivering gravel, though, to the rail yard. So that seems unnecessary. So let's get rid of that. Get rid of all the gravel there and make this only for coal. So it pulls from either of the large storages, delivers to all three of the heating plants. That is good. And then we want the border, the border distribution office, which we have freed from a lot of tasks recently. We want this to take on that responsibility. Now, do you have a dump truck? You do not have a dump truck, so you're going to get a dump truck. First off, so one of these nice big ones. Dumper, one of these guys. You only need one, I think, for this job. And then you will be specifically rail construction office and a gravel zone. I guess this one's as good as any, right? We're not using this one as much as we used to, so we might as well. It's the closest, I think. Oh, they're both the closest. They're kind of like the co-closest. Oh, no, there's not one over here. Never mind. It is just that one. Okay. Now. Oh, I see. We were already delivering stuff to the rail office here. In fact, it's set to deliver all the things to the rail office. Sure. Okay. Suits me just fine. Oh, is that what I removed before? Was the steel? That's it. I was wondering what I'd accidentally removed from here, but it was totally the steel storage, I think. No, it's already assigned. Never mind. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, so, gravel. And gravel's already set to unload, and that should be everything we need to do here. We have a dump truck. Let's go to the dump truck and make sure it's doing its job. Doesn't seem to be. Is it because we don't need gravel in the rail construction office? It might be. Let's just check to make sure that that's not the case, or that that is the case, or whatever. Oh yeah, we're pretty full on gravel. Okay, so we'll check back in a little while and make sure that that hasn't changed. Meanwhile, taking that off of the list of things that this is the coal dumpers. Yeah. Yeah, we're fine, I think. Might consider replacing those small vehicles with the bigger ones. Don't like this. Very low. We got 24 tons en route though, so where is it? This looks like one of them right here. So it is. Well, we got filled up before it was too late, so that's something. I might need to improve that infrastructure soon. Who knows? Meanwhile, the vodka fun zone is well underway. And it looks like we'll probably be done in time for harvest season. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. This is the one that should be prioritized, of course, but we don't have that option to prioritize one over the other. What was that? New vehicle? Ooh, boats. Yay, boats. Okay. What else do we need to look at? We should look at things. I think we're totally fine in terms of this whole area. It's operating exactly as intended, and it's doing all the things it needs to do. It's keeping us in clothing and in meat and in iron. It's quite a small little town considering all it accomplishes, but it's doing its job, and that's just fine by me. And Spanovsky, the research might be done. It is. So we'll start some more research. We'll have some unfortunate students being left out in the cold, literally the cold. Oh, we need to increase the staff numbers here a little bit. Interesting. Okay. How's the other university doing in terms of staff numbers? I know I would have turned it down. Oh, I did, and look at this. We don't have enough. Glad I checked. How about the rest of the stuff in this town? I know I turned, like, everything down at one point. I think I've turned it mostly back up. I'm noticing we're pretty much maxed out in terms of the number of shoppers we can have at this shopping center, so that's not the best. If we want to expand this town much further, we will have to do our second town center, which we always intended to do. That's okay. Something to worry about later. I do wish that I'd done a large shopping center, if we're being real, you know, like I like the small ones. I like having a small shopping center with a couple warehouses next to it. I really am a fan of that setup, but it's not going the best at the moment. Speaking of which, not the best. This hospital, or this heat... Oh, no. The heating plant's on fire in the middle of winter? The heating plant's on fire in the middle of winter? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So how's the heating going with the heating plant on fire? Let's watch. It's falling. Uh-oh. Let's watch the progress. Well, hopefully we don't have a mass die-off. Oh, no. 7 degrees. This one's 4 degrees. Oh, no. We're about to have a whole bunch of death, aren't we? What the hell's happening with the fire trucks? They're just getting there now because of the snow plows? Put out the fire, please. We don't want a mass die-off. We're going to have some escapees, that's for sure. Oh, it's recovering now. Or is it? No, it's seriously not. Now it's just hit below freezing. But the heating plant's working again, so it's coming back up. So it did hit below freezing. Let's see what we're having in terms of escapes. Oh, it looks okay, actually. Yeah, we haven't had a spike of either deaths or escapes. Our happiness is, like, just drastically dropped off here. But other than that, I think we're okay. Huh. Oh. Yeah, but the death spike was earlier this... I didn't notice that death spike. That's probably when we ran out of power and I was struggling to put it back on, but I just left power off for a while. That must be it. That totally explains that particular spike of deaths and escapes. It was the power problems time that we think was a bug, but who knows. Meanwhile, our buildings still seem to be nice and full, so that's good. What about over here? Oh, we're having trouble with heating over here, it looks like. This is running pretty much at capacity. Oh, and it only has one worker. No! Little orange buses, how could you do me like this? I think we should increase the percentage going to the heating plant. That's a good first step. Fill up the heating plant before you try to fill everything else up, please. And the coal supply is just not keeping up, is it? Wow. Yeah, we need a much sturdier coal supply chain. And we should have seriously, like, I don't think I'm ever again doing these small little heating plants. They are absolutely useless. So for now, I'm actually going to tell it to import coal, and in time for next winter, we're going to do something. We're going to change that system, and we're going to make this work better. It might mean building a real heating plant around here and moving everything around. I don't know what it's going to mean, but we're going to do something. Meanwhile, these buildings have decided to go up to 50 degrees Celsius. What? 50 degrees Celsius, you say? Oh, it's because it's the water tank. Oh, okay. I was confused there for a moment. All right, we're fine. Maybe I had the water tank on the whole time. That would be something. Hey, all right. Yeah. Things are going well. Things are going just fine. The useless power plant is getting plenty of workers for once. That's good. God, I want to test this power problem again. See what's really going on, but I don't know. What's happening over here? Got plenty of people, right? Yeah. We've had no mass exodus. Good stuff. Okay. And over here, plenty of people, no mass exodus. Yeah. This town wasn't quite full to begin with, and it's still just not quite full, so that's fine. And then the main town over here. We're fine. We're fine. No problems at all. Nothing is going wrong whatsoever. Okay, so, back to the vodka fun zone. That's our current project. I wonder, maybe we should just have a dedicated, yeah, it's the snow. I guess now that we have more technical services offices, we should build more snowplows. That would help. We'll build the fancy big one. And set this to 3,000 instead of 1,000. And the same with over here, the fancy big one. And that should help. That should help with all the supply problems we're having. Fancy big one. 3,000 meters. That'll even help keep us in coal over here. How's it doing, by the way? Are we over the... yeah. We've now got 16 tons. I think I can turn off auto purchase. I hope the snow plowing of the roads is going to help enough to keep that up. Do we have trucks on the way right now? Better. No, just in the route plan, not on the way. I see. Yeah, they're coming back from this heating plant. These bigger heating plants are so much better. So yeah, I mean, what we're looking at is that we're just gonna need better infrastructure here for the coal. Okay. What's the best way to work this? Maybe. I think I know the best way. Let's put a second dumper on this. A second one of these guys. And then this one will... Oh, no, wait. We have a little distribution office here that was originally for coal, right? It still is. It's still doing that job. Holy crap. And it has 2 dumpers. Okay. I think I've solved it. This dump truck we just bought for the distribution office. I see there's 2 of them just sitting right there doing nothing. He goes up here. Now this one is going to be responsible for this frickin' power plant, and it should be able to handle that job. Now this one over here no longer has to do the Constructo Zone power plant. Now it should be only servicing 2 power plants, and that should be sufficient, and we should be totally okay. And yeah, I mean, we still want to use both coal sources, because I don't trust this one with the steel plant here. Okay. That should work fine. We should be able to keep up with demand that way, and it's not actually that far over here. Except we're almost out of coal again. Hopefully this is the last time. Where are we? Oh, we're still way over there. Are you kidding me? You should not be picking up from over here. Okay, sure. I mean, that sucks, but I think we're going to have to take off the... I think that's part of the problem, too. I don't think I initially had the Constructo Zone aggregate storage attached to this. So let's bring that down to 0, so it keeps picking up even when it's almost empty. And we'll just hope that the steel doesn't take all the coal. Oh, boy. Maybe we should have an auto-buy option here just in case. I don't love it. Yeah, let's do it. This is an emergency auto-buy option, and that's just that. And we'll just have to deal with it. It's fine. And now this should work just fine, but of course we need to just do a temporary measure here. Keep the heat flowing until the first dump truck gets here, and then it should be okay. Now there's 5 trucks between the 2 heating plants, and the office is right next to a storage, and we're fine. I think that's part of the problem, is it was grabbing, I think, from the more full of the 2 coal storages. So it was going all the way over here to this one, and that's just not good. But I think we've solved all of the issues now. Every single issue. Okay. So meanwhile, that's good. We're picking up all the workers as we're getting them. The passenger bus line could use an extra bus, that's for sure. Oh well, whatever. Worry about that later. Oh, that's interesting. This is completely occupied? Why is it completely occupied? That's weird. I feel like there should be plenty of vehicles for the jobs that we have lined up for this guy. And yeah, sure enough, all of this stuff's full pretty well, except wood, I guess. So what are the two opens doing? One of them was doing wood, I'm sure. Yeah, wood. And the other one's doing more wood. And I'm noticing only 6% and 24%. Yeah, it's because they're very big trucks, and it's a very small wood storage. Okay. Might need some local wood storage as well. Okay. Now I'm starting to regret making this a little one size thing, because if we had made it a 3 size thing, we could have done a bunch of little tiny jobs like that out of the same office. That's okay. It's not a big deal. Yeah, all this stuff's still going really well. Our fuel train is leaving. A building's on fire. Okay. Oh, this one might not have. Yeah, it does have fire truck service. Good. And we're in spring. We should take a peek at the vodka fun zone and make sure it's working. How's Farmsville doing? It's not sowing yet, so we're not too late. Okay, vodka fun zone. All right. Look, the agro farm's done. That's the most important thing. So we need 5 sowers and 5 sowers and 7 harvesters. So we're gonna pick the splashiest, fanciest one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then harvesters, same deal. That's this one, 7. And now we're gonna assign the fields one by one by being clever with our road placement and timing. So road, 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 and that's all the medium fields. Plus there's one, oh, the 2 small fields. I should have done those first. Oops. Well, let's solve that problem by just getting rid of these for a second. So give me the small fields first, please, game. Come on. Really? There we go. Small field, 4 mediums. Good. Now we can start assigning large fields. Might as well just keep the game running while we do it. Fire has been extinguished. That's good. All right. Oh, we need to put our fuel distribution office on this gas station. That's important. Or vice versa. This gas station on the fuel distribution office. Looks good. And turn off auto purchase here. Good stuff. Now, as long as the silos... Oh, no, one of the silos is already done, actually. So we want all the very large covered halls. I'm just going to fill it completely. I think that's good, I think. And then just go straight into there and into here, and whenever that's done. This is why I think all of this stuff over here is kind of unnecessary. In fact, we can repurpose this quite easily. Now that we have the vodka fun zone filling up that grain silo, we don't need to have these vehicles doing that job anymore. So we could repurpose this tiny distribution office to be that that bridge we wanted. What did we want a bridge for? There was something. I'm being very forgetful right now. Oh yeah, for wood. So we could have a wood storage, a specifically raw wood storage over here, and then this could have one flatbed truck for the wood, and then we could use this in part for... Yeah. I think that makes sense. Pretty sure that makes sense. It's all about having this chemical plant be reliable, right? Because the chemical plant is such low throughput, only 0.8 chemicals per day, that we just don't want it running out of wood or food or anything that it needs. It's not going to run out of chemicals because the chemical plant's right here. So it's just going to, like, get that, yeah, chemicals straight in. Just tapped right into the chemicals. Okay. Well, we'll think about that in a minute. Oh, and there go the tractors to sow the fields. That's nice. Oh, right. We also had to have this... Wait. Yeah, we also wanted to have this move vodka from here into here. So I hope there's enough capacity for buildings, for tasks. There might not be. Destination buildings. Oh, we didn't... Yeah. Oops. Okay, so unload, unload. 90, 90. Don't load, don't load. Okay, okay. And they're leaving, unfortunately, because for a second they thought we were supposed to unload from here, which is totally not the thing we're supposed to do, but that's okay. This is going to work eventually. It's a work in progress, but it is progressing. I think it's going quite well. All right. So we got a brick bottleneck happening, but that's okay. We should have plenty of bricks right around here. In here, we seriously don't. Just in general, the scale of our ambition is outpacing our infrastructure for getting goods moved around. So let's do 2 more. Now we do have this one set up to distribute bricks, right? Yeah, we very much do. So we want open haul. Two nice big open haulers. One of these guys, I guess. This one. So one of them should be busy doing bricks right away, right? Bricks? Steel. 11%? What are you talking about? This one's doing bricks. 11%? Why? I guess because it wants to fill everything up all the way. These should all be 90s. 90, 90. I think we can do that up top. Just 90. Yeah. Okay, well, we're producing plenty of bricks. That's fine. What we should really have is a large open storage over here instead of a medium one. Oh, we do have a large one. That's interesting. Okay, it's just we didn't have enough trucks moving bricks. Now we do. No worries. And also all of this stuff building at the same time. I'll do that. Okay, so now we have another silo to add. Let's hope it has enough room for 2 more slots. That's what's necessary. Only 9 more tons of bricks. It's 1 more truckload. Should happen before too long. We have a float of 234 tons, or 90% of that, so 210 tons should stay here, and that should be plenty. Cistern, bus. Really? You're going to the coal mine too? Oh, right. Yeah. Because I switched the coal mine to go from this direction. What are you? Dump truck. Coal dump truck probably for the heating plant. Yeah. There's the bricks. Okay. What are you? Food for the... Oh, that's going to town. For the town warehouse, and there's more bricks and more bricks. Okay, so the bricks are refilling. Man, these new fast brick trucks are so much better than these old slow brick trucks. Okay, so that'll refill the storage, and then we'll be able to come out from the construction office and pick it up. And there it goes to pick it up. Perfect. And as long as this is done in time for harvest, we're fine. Meanwhile, over here, these silos are completely empty. Oh, no, they aren't. We actually still have a little bit of crops for food production still. Just barely. But I'm noticing that the food, like previous years, as long as we had crops, this food would stay maxed out by the end because the warehouses would all be full. So the warehouses are not full. They're very close to full. But that's interesting. That's really interesting. I'm a little bit concerned that we've surpassed our ability to, like, we're consuming more food than we're producing, but only slightly. So that'll go down slightly year to year. But I mean, that's a problem for a couple years down the road once we start seeing those warehouses empty out. Okay, so that's almost done. Oh, and this is done. Excellent. So we need a bus. Its maximum capacity is 100. So why don't we just get one of the sort of medium-sized buses? We don't really need that much. The 55 passengers is probably the right one. It's the one we've been using for a lot of things. We want one that's fast, and most of these are not fast. This one's fast. Geez, 100 kilometers an hour? Wow, sold. I got a new favorite bus, and it's nice and red. It's a red bus. I like red buses. Nice surprise to have a new bus. So you are going to go straight to the distillery. You're going to unload everyone. You're going to load only workers, no passengers, no tourists. No tourists in the distillery. That's the rule. Okay. So once this is done, and it almost is, that's the last load of boards, I think. Oh no, one more load of boards, and that's the last load of bricks. There's the boards. And then this will be done very, very quickly. And then we need to hook up this distribution office to here and here. Cannot assign more buildings. No! Oh, man, really? Oh, one short. So we have an option now. We can either get rid of one of the small fields, or we can not service the silo that's over here. And I think that's got to be the solution. We're not going to service that silo anymore. So that's the hookah grain storage. Okay. Man, these limits. Don't like when things limit me. Unload. Booze. Oh, load. Booze. Good stuff. Okay, so yeah, that's good. Now, what we're going to change is that means that we cannot do the thing where we switch this one over. And that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. We're going to add the 2 silos to this one. And we're going to take the silos that are in the farm area away. Oh, that shouldn't be loading. Yeah. So grain storage, grain storage, grain storage. Take those away. Good. So now it'll only pick up food from the vodka fun zone. And then that'll work just fine. We just have a little bridge. That's not a big deal. What are you doing? Oh, the distillery's already working? Wow, look at that. It's not even harvest time. How is that possible? Oh, right, because we accidentally pulled a load of crops from over there. I understand now. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Oh, and this is that little tiny section of gravel road where it's never going to pull a vehicle for construction because it's too small. So we'll have to do that. And then this distribution office will finally get going, right? Right? Yeah, it's doing it automatically. Good. Okay. I'm getting there. Making things happen. We're moving and also shaking. Both things, both movement and shake. Okay, so I'll probably flatten a little bit more here, pull back the hill a bit so we can expand the town out this way. I like the idea of expanding this way because we already have our existing store and bus stop kind of on this edge of town, and I don't want to keep expanding towards the pollution. That seems like a terrible idea. So let's move in this direction. Now, we do have a hospital here, right? Yeah, it's right there. So that's not ideal that the hospital would be on one side of town, but okay, whatever, it's fine. We have ambulances for a reason, right? Should be fine. Let's turn the wireframe on and we'll start doing some flattening. We've got like loads of bulldozers now. We should anyway. Still awfully slow. But we're making vodka, so that's good. I betcha we can do it faster if we do this, because this way uses the excavators, and we may have a lot of bulldozers, but we have way more excavators. Strange how, like, I mean, I guess it makes a certain amount of sense. The flattening tasks require bulldozers. The just up and down leveling tasks require excavators. Suppose that makes sense. So we'll just excavate first in order to make it mostly flat, and then we'll bring the bulldozers in to finish the job. The reason we have more excavators, by the way, is because they're necessary both for road construction and also for building construction, whereas the bulldozers are only really used for road construction and terrain flattening, so they go in the smaller types of construction offices only, whereas excavators go in both types. All right, let's switch to bulldozers. Now this should go much faster. Oh, look how fast it is. Yay! Look at that. Oh, so fresh and so smooth. I think the second town center will probably be right around here. Like right where we're smoothing at the moment. That'll make it a little bit closer to the university there, and also closer to the hospital than would be if we like extended out the other direction. The problem is that we'll take it away from the cinema. In an ideal world, you see, when I built this city, I was expecting it to be like a single town center city. I didn't think it would be this big, but my ambition has changed since we first built it. So I would have put the cinema and the hospital kind of in the middle if I had realized how this was going to go, but I didn't, so that's fine. Plans are made to be changed. So now this will be done very soon. We just need a bus full of workers and it'll be good. So where's the bus full of workers? This one. It's on its way to the platform. Sure, let's follow it for a while, see what it's doing. Oh. No, it's already been at the platform? Oh, no, it hasn't. It's going there now. Man, these blue buses used to feel so fast, but now they feel very slow now that I have fast roads and also faster buses. Yeah, we're building those red buses from now on, that's for sure. Unless we want these big honkers. It's either big honkers or it's the fast red ones, one of the two. Same with these 504 opens. They're very slow. I mean, granted, not as slow as an excavator, wherever he's going. I mean, I guess he's going over there to the distribution office, but that seems silly. Like, it's going to be done by the time he gets there, right? Well, it already is. I mean, the excavator works on the first stage of construction, and that's long since done. Guess he should have hitched a ride on a flatbed. He's just going to turn around and go home. Nice. All that time getting there. And just like that, it's done. Okay, so now we are purchasing some covered haul vehicles. I think we only need small ones. So these JE300s could just be just fine, right? Or the LZ100s, which are slightly faster. They're fast enough to max out my asphalt roads, and that's nice. So they will transport 4.5 tons of alcohol at a time, and I think that's plenty. So we'll do 2. Now, these guys, their job will be to go from the warehouse to all of the various pubs. So there is a pub here, and we'll just crank that up to 90. There's only one per city. Like, we don't have that many pubs. We only have 3, I guess. It's just a matter of finding them. So let's use a little assistance to find them here. We'll go here, and then we'll go buildings, and we'll go pub. There it is. Right there. And then the third pub is over here. Shackleford pub, okay. Simple job. Alcohol, 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 and that's it. Now we can turn off exporting of alcohol for once and for all. I think the pub's current supply will do us until harvest begins. I hope so anyway, but even if it doesn't, I'm not too concerned about it. If we run out of booze, that's really one of the least important things to run out of. So what do we want here? We want to stop importing booze. Now, the only thing we're importing is electronics, which is a really nice feeling. Once we get electronics going, we will literally not be importing a single thing ever into our nation. Except electricity because of that bug. So, you know, that's easy come, easy go, I guess. I don't know. So, right. Yeah, we should work on building electrical components. Or not, electronics rather, not electrical components. We're already doing that. So it's not in engineering, I guess. Where would it be? Various industry, probably. Electronics assembly hall. That sounds right. So yeah, that's exactly right. Cool. So I'm going to hit pause briefly because I do want to switch this for a gravel road and not have there be an interruption in the construction. So, I mean, that's fine. We're using distribution offices to make all this happen anyway, so I'm not really that worried about blocking these inputs here. And then gravel road, which is why we waited. Okay. Now, is that walkable from the bus stop? It better be. It isn't? Oh, that's because the road's not connected. I hope it is. It looks like it is. Yeah, because they can walk 250 meters, and it's only just beyond that 162-meter sign there. Meanwhile, this gravel road absolutely has not happened whatsoever. Nothing within range, it says, which is very silly. Because it's not connected to a road. I mean, it's just dumb. I'm just going to fund it. Gravel footpaths, I don't know why. They're like impossible to construct these days. All right, that should work. And the vodka should be flowing wild and free before we know it. It's a wonderful thing. Wonderful, wonderful thing. And as these trucks load crops from the fields into these silos, there will be more trucks pulling from the silos, putting them in this silo over here, which is the float for the chemistry, and I mean the chemicals, and that's perfectly okay. I like it. All right, so what else do we have to worry about? Not much. I'm tempted to rush that gravel road so that we can get to work on the electronics facility right away. Tempted, but I guess I'm not going to. How's the rail construction going? Oh my god, it's almost done. Look at this. Just a little bit more to go. And then we'll just buy the little fiddly bits, like this little stretch here, that we didn't want to do automatically. I guess this pipeline's going to be in the way over here. We're going to have to destroy a few things to keep the rail going. That's okay. So we're about a third of the way through growing season on the small fields. Same deal here. Oh, they're already shipping some booze out to the pubs because we had a tiny amount of booze because of our accidentally pirating some crops from that one. We have way too many vehicles for this amount of work. I thought we'd be doing more with these vehicles. Yeah, even these tiny little trucks seem to be overkill for the pubs. Pubs need so little in terms of product. We should have some more staff, though. How's the research coming? It's done. Nothing available. We have done all of the research. That's a good thing. Look how many students we have. Jeez. How's this gravel road coming? Should I rush by it? Probably, right? We only need 47 work days. Screw it. 2,000. Okay, whatever. I want this to start. So now it's going to assign. Good stuff. And already it has some mixers and dumpers and stuff on their way. Very nice. Look at them all come out of their little construction offices and do their thing. Cement plant's doing fine, unlike earlier. And the gravel storage has stayed pretty steady, right around 40 to 50% for this whole time. Despite all the construction, so that's a good sign. It's unfortunate that the cement is going to run out again pretty soon. But I don't think it's a huge issue. We should have, we already have 3 cement mixers on their way, 4 cement mixers on their way. So they'll refill it pretty quick, and then we'll keep going with the pouring of concrete. It's interesting. It might make sense to have localized cement storage for these concrete plants. It seems like we run out of cement quite easily. Whereas the bitumen, bitumen stores 15 tons of the stuff, and it only uses 20 tons per every 125 of gravel. So like 1/6 the amount of bitumen is the amount of gravel. Whereas this is 1/4 the amount of cement, and it does store 18 tons. So I was kind of like going a little bit too ham there on the complaints, but still. Meanwhile, this is very much refilled with bricks, and it's doing fine. And we've brought all the concrete down. We don't need any more concrete, so that's lovely. Waiting for a bit of gravel, a bit of asphalt. We're not actually waiting. We're waiting for workers is what we're waiting for. And here they come in this bus. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Where are the little blue buses? That's weird. I mean, this one. Here's the first little blue bus. Took them a while. Oh, well. Here comes an excavator. That's nice. Blue buses come. Good stuff. All right, that'll be done fairly soon, really. Like it's we have so much construction infrastructure in that area that projects do not take very long. Hello, Jimstick. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back after my week of being away. I appreciate you still being here, still being around. Still being a stick of Jim, you know? So is a Jim stick like a Slim Jim? Because if so, I support that very wholeheartedly.
Slap into a slap into a Jim stick. Oh yeah!
I can't even do the Macho Man right now. I don't know what's wrong with me. Trying. It's terrible. Yeah. That was a little bit overboard. That was like Hulk Hogan. What would happen to Hulk Hogan if he was blasted full of like so much air that his lungs were about to explode, and then he released it right in a brother kind of shit? I don't know. It's a little bit over the top, is what I'm trying to say. It's just a bit. It's just slightly over the top. But we don't shy away from the top here. You might say this is a top stream full of tops doing top things. Yeah. Talking about mixing metaphors. Whew. All right. Well, this is a good sign, actually. We were a little bit worried that we didn't have enough cisterns to distribute our gas, but one of them is sitting idle, which means that we're doing okay in terms of gas distribution. That's nice. Meanwhile, our flatbeds are picking up supplies. Okay. The lineup, it grows. We have no workers right now. I say as the giant bus unloads all of its workers in all directions up here. Here we go. 3 workers on that bus. That was very productive. Man. Well, when the workers do eventually get here, they'll have plenty of materials to build things with. So that's something. Basically one more truck of everything and 2 more bricks. It's kind of strange that these buses aren't being more proactive. Are they just sitting here? No, I mean there's one sitting there, but look at them all. They're all coming out now. They're all like, "Oh shit, we were supposed to do something. Let's do something. Let's do something before the boss gets mad at us." Yeah, well, something about lateness. I don't know. I should also have a better road connecting the construction area to the bus stop here, something that cuts out a bit of that trip. Could have planned my road network better around here. I blame the fact that the rail lines look like a road. Let's just blame that. I like blaming things that aren't actually the cause of things. Makes me feel better about myself. All right, how are we doing? 801 work days. Here come the bus brigade. Bet you the first one's going to be full, but then the last ones aren't. 55, 55, 9, 55. And well, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. So that'll just power through the bricklaying phase, and then we'll just have one more phase. And all the workers, of course, will go home after the bricklaying phase. Or will they? Just need some steel. Yeah, we still have workers. Just need some steel deliveries. would sure be nice if they'd like deliver the things you're going to need for the next phase while you're doing the previous one. That would make things a lot more efficient. But here come 2 flatbeds, both loading full of steel, and they're going to come deliver all that steel to me. Sweet, sweet steel. And the workers should still be around when they get here, I think. I hope. Steel isn't that far away. Here they come. There's one. And there's the other. Now, we need to get this distribution office set up to deliver all the things that this electronics assembly plant needs, because it'll be done like before you know it. Unfortunately, the workers seem to be abandoning their posts now at the worst possible time, but there's enough of them left. Should be enough of them left, right? Right? Here comes another bus of them just to make sure. There we go. Can't find path. Okay, well, let's unpause for a second and... Oh, come on. Ah. All right, you know what? Let's do this first then. Go there. Turn it down. Oh, it needs 150 workers to max out. That's interesting. That's more than I expected. So let's tweak the percentages a bit. Okay, so let's try this again. Good. Now, all the things? Mechanical components, electrical, no, not all the things. Or maybe. No. Yeah, okay, so plastics, just plastics. Okay, yeah, just plastics, and, this one over here. Actually, maybe that's wrong. We should be using this as a way station, I think. Yeah, that makes more sense. Oh, or does it? I want to make sure that this keeps up with production. So yeah, let's do that. We're going to turn this warehouse on here. And then just mechanical and electrical components. And then also drop those off there. Okay. So that should be good. We still have this other large distribution office that we're not doing anything with right now. So, I mean, we got plenty of space to get all this stuff done. Do we have any room for more vehicles in this? Oh no, wait, they're all going. Yeah. So maybe one more covered vehicle here. You think? Oh no, we got plenty. Should be fine. Okay, so I guess this one could also be in charge of delivering them to the cities. I mean, that seems like a lot, but I don't know. Let's do it for now. We can always take it off later. Or we could just switch the we could just switch the border one. Yeah. I mean, what does this thing even do anymore? That's our last imported item. The very, very last one. No more imports. That's an amazing milestone, eh? I'm saying that like, well, not really. I kind of no selling it. Like I'm kind of like being like, wow, no more imports. No more imports anywhere. Nothing but local production as far as the eye can see. But I mean, I shouldn't be underselling it like that. It's a big deal. So now the question is, do we want to use this distribution office? I think we do for now. I know I keep saying things like that. No, I don't think we do. I think temporarily we are going to use this one. And then in the long run, we are going to want a very small, very similar to how we have it set up for the booze. Since electronics is such a low volume good, we're going to want a very small distribution office just to specifically handle it. That makes the most sense. But for now, we're going to just replace the border with Just replace the border with the electronics assembly and grab electronics only and then press unpause. And then as soon as mechanical components come by, and they should any time now, you'd think. Yeah, here they come. 2 trucks full of them. Well, this truck's way over here. And so is this one. Oh boy. Okay, well, as soon as this one gets there, it's moving real fast. Man, look at it. These new trucks, 95 kilometers an hour. It's just a beautiful thing. So it's going to stop in here. Like so. And wait for it. This is a magical moment that's about to happen. It's pure. It's made of pure magic and wonder and merriment. Going through our little industrial district here with all of our consumer goods being produced in here. And we get to the electronics factory and we drop things off and electronics are being produced. That is our very final, very last consumer good, very last good, period. The only thing our empire is importing right now, as of this moment, is power. And the only reason we are importing power is because the game is bullshit and decided to bug out on our power supply. So if it hadn't bugged out on our power supply, we would be 100% self-sufficient as of this very moment. If there's a winning in this game, we have just done it, my friends. And with that, this episode's at a close. We are winning. Boy, are we ever. Good night, YouTube. I'll catch you next time. See you around.